Merchel.
Let's go, RK, my guy.
How you doing? You've already been here for like a full day.
Yeah, I got all 3 games in here today.
All 3 games. Give us the 30-second rundown.
Japan, Germany, 6 a.m. The big upset. Super fun. There was like a couple tables in here with us. Started filling up more and more for that Spain, which wasn't a great game to watch, but, impressive to watch.
Yeah.
And then this last Canada-Belgium game, which was by far one of the most exciting games, I think, so far in the tournament. And the bar filled up pretty good. So it was a really, really, really fun soccer watching day at the bar.
So I learned something about soccer betting today that I feel can be applied for everyone. I wanted to take, and I learned it accidentally. I wanted to take Belgium money line.
Okay.
And as I was kind of getting ready to watch the game, I just lost track of time.
Sure.
So they were like minus 185 before the game.
Okay.
By the time I get to my phone to place the bet, 6 minutes had run off, and it was already down to like minus 115.
Just because
the
it
longer
had been drawn.
right, the draw odds every second that passes go up.
Oh.
So it's like if you're going to take a team's money line, you almost early goals happen and you're going to have your missed opportunities, but especially in the World Cup, it feels like teams are a little more hesitant to take risks early in the game. So you get 10 minutes that run off while everyone's just getting their feel for it. And so I ended up actually getting Belgium at like plus 100, like just straight up. And
I love that.
Hit it.
You look at some of these ones for like tomorrow and the next day, you're looking at, minus 245 for Portugal, minus 220 for Brazil. And if that's 0-0 into, say, the 35th, 40th minute, or even, like the longer it goes, you could probably get that down to the ones or maybe even plus.
Yeah, exactly. I also tried to institute this in the Nuggets game last night, just waiting for them to be down at the right amount of time left so I could get plus money, and that one didn't work for me.
Oh, well, can't win them all.
Exactly. Real quick, what happened in Germany, Japan?
Oh, man. Japan's backline and goalkeepers were just so
Clinical.
in sync. Exactly doing what you're supposed to do. And then this sub, and now I'm not going to be able to remember his name, Asana, I want to say something like that, came in, the bleached hair, just like absolute soccer-looking guy, comes in and just takes over.
Ooh.
It was awesome.
So he scored both?
He scored both.
Oh, super sub.
Including like just the wild angle, super tight to the goal, hits the roof of the net. It was awesome. It was great. It was the best game of the day.
Awesome. Love to hear it. This World Cup has been electrifying. Like you're getting, great games, big upsets almost every single day.
Oh, yeah. And then tomorrow, I think it's time to put some money on some upsets tomorrow.
Let's go. I love to hear it. All right. Let's actually dive in right there. Why don't you tell us what you're pulling for?
I like.
Well, not in his big 3.
No, sorry. Uruguay is not. That's my safe one. No, but I like the 2 African teams. Just Ghana's a long shot. Cameroon's less so. That about plus 425 right now against Switzerland. But I feel like there's an inefficiency just from a lack of visibility on those teams from Africa. Senegal had Mane, so everyone had the eyes on him. But with him out of the tournament, I feel like no one's really knowing what's coming out of there. And it just feels like if there's an upset coming, it's going to be Cameroon, Switzerland, to me.
Love it. I went the other way in my big 3, which we can actually bring up because it's a good segue into it, by picking Ghana with the draw no bet. So you're giving
draw no bets are my favorite bet.
Especially when you're taking an underdog, it's worth it. I looked at draw no bet this morning for Belgium, and it was like minus 500. So that wasn't a good thing. But for here, Ghana straight up to win is plus 750.
Okay.
You give away 200 points by, protecting your money if they're able to get the draw. Your other option here, and I just think this is a good time to kind of dive into some of the things you can do in soccer betting that really don't apply to other sports, is what's called the double chance. And that is you win if it's Ghana or a tie. But that one, you're giving up another 200 plus points all the way down to plus 205. And at that point, it's a safer move because you have 2 chances to win, right?
Yeah, the juice isn't there, but
it doesn't feel like you are capitalizing on your roll of the dice, really. Whereas like I feel like this draw no bet at 5.5 to 1.
Yeah.
If you draw, you just get the bullet back in the chamber and use it elsewhere.
You wonder how much too the Ronaldo drama is going to affect Portugal in that.
That's
opening
exactly
game.
why I thought this.
Yeah, if you want to tie the Cameroon tie no bet to that, you can put it at plus 2305.
That would be. The thing is, I guess you would still win if you only won one and then you drew the other one.
Correct.
You'd still win that
Just
leg.
if you're feeling like going a little crazy, getting some big pluses.
My only hesitation on that one is it feels like there's been one a day.
And it's more likely to only be one a day.
Right. Exactly.
If you're feeling frisky though, and like to see that, plus 4 figures, that might be the one to throw it.
And Ghana is they're always here in this tournament. They're always solid.
I'm really curious to see this one too, because there was kind of that golden generation that they had 2010 with like Michael Essien was at Chelsea forever. And they just had Essien and Essia. And that was a super fun team. But obviously, now in 2022, it's a whole new group of footballers and they're super fun to watch.
Hell yeah. So there's one of my picks, and I'll finish off my big 3 here with 2 football picks. I actually wanted to make this more World Cup focus. I'm like fully just in. Like I'm so hooked.
So there's like in the soccer world, American Thanksgiving, you get to watch Europa League normally because it's the Thursday in winter and they're finishing up groups. But with the World Cup, we get to watch World Cup.
I know.
That blows Europa out of the water on Thanksgiving.
And like the Broncos have just sucked all the fun out of NFL football for everyone this year. So I wanted to go World Cup. I just couldn't find anything else I really liked tomorrow. So
that's fair.
There we go. Buffalo and Detroit over 54. The sneaky Detroit Lions have won 3 games in a row. They're kind of humming. And part of it has been because their defense is back. And also, one of the reasons why Buffalo is on a little bit of a cold streak is because their offense has struggled a little bit. So, of course, I would take the over.
So the over, baby.
I think both teams kind of regress to the mean, negatively for the Vikings and positively for the Bills. For the Lions. I think the Lions honestly put up some points here, but I just think it ends up being like a shootout that they don't have.
Can score, but their defense is worse. So.
Well, yeah, and they just don't have the weapons to hang with the Bills. So, like, I think you see maybe a couple early touchdowns, and they're still in it, and maybe it's 14-14, and then it's like 21-17, and 21-20, 28-20, and like they're just keep scoring but pulling away. And then finally, I'm taking the Vikings minus 2.5. Again, kind of another regression to the mean type of thing, but once again, positive regression for the Vikings. They really, really looked awful this last week.
I like betting on the recovery of what they're 8-2.
8-2 now, yeah.
I like betting on that recovery. I think that's a really good move.
Yeah, they got their faces smashed in on Sunday, and I just think the short week can only be a positive thing for them because it's just like, all right, we don't even have time to think about that. Throw away the film, wash your hands, and let's get on to the Patriots. So there you go.
Love that.
That is my big 3. Feeling great about it. That's also the night game, which is nice. You're not going to worry about like eating. You'll be done with Thanksgiving entirely. Like that's the one game that I usually catch start to finish. It's like you're done. You've had your dessert. You're just in a food coma on the couch watching that one.
It's unlikely I watch football until that with the World Cup on.
Fair enough.
Maybe 2 screen it, but on the big screen it'll only be that night game probably.
It is. I do love a 10:30 a.m. game that we get there. Maybe a perfect opportunity for a double screen.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get to Mitch's big 3.
Okay, Jamal Williams, who has absolutely saved my fantasy season because he leads the league in rushing touchdowns.
What a crazy stat.
12 rushing touchdowns or something like that. Minus 110, obviously not a ton of juice there, but safe to me. Yeah. If he's near the goal line, he's going to score, and so might as well.
And they're going to give it to him.
And they're going to absolutely hand it to him. And if the over hits, they're going to have to score at least 3 touchdowns probably.
Yeah.
Right? So assume he gets at least one of those. Uruguay, like I said, against South Korea. Uruguay's like the sneaky long shot pick for a lot of people. I think into the tournament, they were 40-1 to win the World Cup.
Wow.
But they just got a lot of European guys and athletic, skillful. And I think Korea, while a nice, has upset potential, I like that minus 140 against them. And then I just have a feeling Jefferson just goes off in this game. Right. I mean, one long touchdown and you're almost guaranteed to go over on this. So
yes.
I'm basically banking on him getting one of his patented, 65, 70-yard touchdowns and then just catching up with the rest like normal. So
yeah, or it doesn't even necessarily have to be a touchdown, right? Just
Sure.
like a big up the sideline, moss someone, get 50, and
which he seems to do every other week. So
it's
hopefully
crazy,
it's this
man.
week.
He's so unbelievably talented. It's crazy to think that, like he was not. Very few people were pulling for him as like the best wide receiver of that class in a stacked wide receiver class. It's Judy, it's CeeDee Lamb,
Right.
The other one, who's the guy that the Eagles drafted? Allie, that sucked. Jalen Reagor.
Wasn't that Devontae Smith?
No, that was the next year.
Oh, okay. There was also Ruggs, which
Right, Ruggs come and gone already.
Yeah.
He was the first one taken.
Yeah, classic Raiders. Dude.
Crazy. So I think he's the fourth wide receiver off the board. No, maybe fifth.
After the Eagles, I think.
I can't remember. I think the Eagles might have got Reagor like
And
2
he
picks
was
later.
And he was like,
No. Yeah. I can't remember. I can't remember if he was before or after. I want to say he was after.
either way, it's insane.
Yeah, and he's just like so much better than the other options.
He's like
Best receiver in football.
it's clear he's on a trajectory for like top 10 receiver maybe ever.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
playing it safe almost at this point. So yeah, give me plus 100 on a spotlight game like that, primetime Thanksgiving. He seems like a primetime guy.
All right, love it. Is that all 3 for you?
That's all 3 for me, baby.
All right. Make sure you get over to DraftKings Sportsbook to get in on all of this. Tomorrow, they've got a great deal. Bet $5 on any of these NFL games on Thanksgiving. Get $150 in free bets. So, obviously, the way to do this is put your $5 on something on that morning game. Then you have $150 in free bets that immediately hit your account for the rest of the slate. It's always a fun day to get some bets down.
Oh, yeah.
Like, depending on the type of family you have, either
My family is good for sports betting.
well, I was gonna say either your family is gonna be betting along with you, or you can tell them like, "Hey guys, we're rooting for points in this Bills Lions game," and everyone can get on board with that. So
That's awesome.
Get over to DraftKings Sportsbook, use the code DNVR when you sign up to get in on all of their great deals. Of course, age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. All right. Let's go dilemma of the day here, and I'm going to give you a option. Let's see. Okay, I'm not seeing any World Cup boosts, so maybe you don't have an option. There is a boost tomorrow in the NFL for 25% boost on any 3-leg touchdown scorer parlay. So
Okay.
you've already got Jamal Williams.
Okay.
So let's take this boost. We need someone in 2 other games. So
I would say Justin Jefferson wouldn't be the worst idea.
should we just go like the safest possible?
Why not? I mean,
Okay.
even if you put those 3 together, it's going to,
So you've got Justin Jefferson, Jamal Williams, and then we have our choices here. Tony Pollard, Saquon Barkley, CeeDee Lamb, Zeke.
Pollard's been so money.
Yeah, I think he had 2 or 3 last week.
Yeah, and 2 just like a 60-yard catch on one of those too.
He is the favorite. He is the favorite to score a touchdown tomorrow. So let's just say we did want to go this direction. You throw in your 25% profit boost. Jamal Williams, Justin Jefferson, Tony Pollard, plus 782.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the don't overthink it parlay.
Yeah, of course.
Like, just stick with what you know. Give it to the guys. I would maybe support going CeeDee Lamb instead.
Sure.
Or Saquon. Like, Saquon is that entire offense.
Yeah.
But either way, good options across the board.
Absolutely.
Let's see if there's any. Nuggets play tonight?
They do.
Okay. Back to backer. How about this one? You've got a 30% boost for the Nuggets Thunder game. Any pick that you want.
Any pick?
That is correct.
Ooh,
Let me just
baby.
double check here. 30% profit boost that you can use for any bet in the Nuggets Thunder game.
Okay.
Adam, you got a pick for us? Nuggets Thunder, we have a 30% profit boost. What do we throw it on? Okay.
Always.
All right.
So let's see. Well, right now, Jokic rebounds aren't even on the board yet.
It's probably because he's still questionable. Dang, we can't get any Nuggets player props because they don't know what the lineup's going to look like.
KCP threes.
I was going to say MPJ. MPJ's in a little bit of a 3-point shooting slump. That can only last so long.
Or you could get Shea points. If you think he's going to go...
I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't do it either. I don't like betting on the other
Honestly, just because we don't have anything else as available to us. Adam said take Jokic rebounds. If you want to be patient and wait for that to get on the board, it'll probably go up about an hour before tip-off, maybe 30 minutes, depending on when the Nuggets announce their lineups. For now, I honestly don't hate just taking Nuggets minus 105. Boost that with the 30% profit boost. You get Nuggets money line at plus 123.
I like that. I'm in on that.
I like it too.
It's a Thunder. I mean, obviously, Shea's been balling, but after losing to Detroit last night, you think they go in and take care of business.
All right, before we get out of here, Dre and I will be doing the show Friday morning before the U.S. game.
Let's go.
Do you want to give a preemptive pick for that game? Anything you're feeling?
Yes. Christian Pulisic, anytime goal scorer.
First
goal scorer.
First goal scorer. What's that at?
It is at... Sorry, I had it and then I clicked away. Plus 1,000.
Plus 1,000 for Christian Pulisic to score the first. I think I said this the other day. It is so hard for my brain to say Pulisic because of Jokic.
Right. You want to say Pulisic.
Yes. 100%. Every time my brain is like, that I see at the end. You know what that sound is. All right. There you go. Yeah. There's Mitch's pick. We, again, will be off tomorrow, and Dre and I will be back before the game on Friday to give you our picks for that. Also, just a reminder to come down to the DNVR bar if you want to have the time of your life on Friday.
I would call it the time of your life, yes.
All right. We'll see you guys later.